Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Blueprint for Women. We are in lesson number 5. We're learning how to live a chaste lifestyle, looking at the life of Ruth. Our key thought for the week: to be chaste is to be separated from sin and set apart or consecrated for God's purpose. So why is it important to live this holy, set apart, chaste lifestyle? Well, as our culture gets darker and darker, this lifestyle is going to get brighter and brighter, and it builds or encourages 3 very important principles or practices in our lives. I'll get to that in just a minute. But first, we have to make a choice. We have to intentionally choose this lifestyle and pursue it. It's not going to seek us out. It's God-focused. It's wholehearted living for God in our bodies, our minds, our spirits. Peter reminds us that living a holy life is not a passive activity, it's active. Hear all the action in these verses from 1 Peter 1:13-16. Therefore, with minds that are alert and fully sober, set your hope on the grace to be brought to you when Jesus Christ is revealed at his coming. As obedient children, do not conform to the evil desires you had when you lived in ignorance, but just as he who called you is holy, so be holy in all you do. For it is written, be holy because I am holy. So maybe you're saying, well, I've made so many mistakes, I've blown it. I don't know. What about, maybe you're thinking, well, stuff happened to me when I was younger or maybe even a kid. It wasn't my fault. It was out of my control, but it started a domino effect in my life, and I don't even know how to start. Well, first of all, I'm so sorry that that's happened to you, and I'm so sorry for your pain, and it's real. But just know that you can still choose now. It is never too late with God. My own personal story happened in my late 40s, my decision. But it was after years and decades of neglect of my emotional and physical health, making a choice to numb my pain instead of deal with it. But Jesus met me there, and he will meet you there too. It's never too late to start totally depending on God, even if you're in a really, really big mess. So living this chaste, set apart, or holy lifestyle propels us forward in 3 important principles or practices. Number 1, it encourages our wholeness in body, mind, and spirit. So wellness is a really popular term right now in our culture, but wholeness, wellness, it's God's idea, and it was always meant as a protection for us. But it starts with that undivided principle, that undivided heart, undivided mind that's totally focused on him and not divided between him and something else, because we're naturally going to bend the unhealthy way. An undivided mind or heart focused totally on God will lead to wholeness in all areas of our life. The second reason, it encourages our worship. When we became believers, God's Spirit came to live inside of us. Before Jesus, you had to go to God, to a physical building called a temple. Now we meet with God in us. He's in us. And so that's a sacred space. It's actually, our body's a temple. So what we allow in our body should hold to this holy standard. We worship God by how we take care of ourselves. The third reason, it encourages our witness. The way we live our lives is a witness to the rest of the world. 1 Peter 3:1-2 specifically speaks to the power a pure life can have. Without words, a pure and reverent way of living can win over people to Jesus. That pureness, that holiness will reflect the source, and that's God. And it will be a light or a path for them to get to know him too. Our chaste, our holy, set apart lifestyle, it's not just good for me, it's not just good for you. It gives God the glory, it worships him, and it makes disciples. And isn't that why we are here? So I hope you all are having a great week, learning a lot in study. I look forward to seeing you Wednesday, and until then, just have a great week. Bye-bye.